Okay, that's a little bit better light. I'm still not getting a great shot here. Yeah, I don't have the equipment to take good close-ups of this kind of stuff. But anyway, hopefully that shows up a little more clearly. That's you know, you see some old Stooks sitting there, and I think that anyway, that's the image more closely zoomed in on. Yeah, the point of my last video was really to just show the plates, and for those who are unfamiliar with the process, just really to point out the fact that I have a little pointer here somewhere. The fact that all of these lines, and you can see, you know, a little bit of a residue of ink still in them, but they are, and I used the word gouge yesterday, and they're not gouged. You're not gouging copper out. You're just scratching lines in the surface. But when you scratch those lines in, you create a burr on one side or the other of that line, depending on the angle that you're applying it to. I used the word using an awl as well. Kathy, you pointed out that you had learned it as an etching needle, I believe. That's a term I wasn't familiar with. Now this one is just dry point, and really I was talking about dry point in the last video. If it goes into an acid bath, that means, and I used the word mask, but I'm not talking about a mask as you would use on a watercolor painting or anything like that. It's quite different. Kathy, you called it grounds, and you referred to it as being a wax, maybe? Anyway, the idea was to mask an area off, to protect it from the acid, because once you've decided where you want the acid to bite into the copper, you have to protect the rest of the plate from the acid by coating it with something that the acid can't bite through. Then it goes into the acid bath, and then it's pulled out. And then you have, depending on how long you leave it in the acid, you have a more aggressive bite into the copper plate, or a less aggressive bite. I think that I was a little loose with my terms yesterday, and that might have been the discrepancy that came up. Sarl and Kathy, you had both mentioned irregularities in my description of it yesterday. I did not talk about the felt going on, you know, or moistening the paper. I didn't talk about those things because the video was not really about the process of etching. It was just to show, I was hoping to show that there is some burr sitting there, and really I'd need a way better setup to show that magnifying glass. This mess over here, that's just patina from improper storage. But anyway, that's just the fun of it, for hanging on to these things for sentimental purposes. So I'm sorry if I misspoke, if I wasn't clear enough on that yesterday. Anyway, this I hope clears it up. Talk to you soon. Have a good one.